Sometimes a job comes along that nobody else wants. And you look at it and you think to yourself, a person would have to be crazy to take on that mess. Then something inside grabs you and you think to yourself, sure, it's a dirty, thankless job, but somebody has to do it. I'm BugeyeBob, and this is one of those jobs. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. If you're watching on Patreon, please subscribe or consider joining as a member to help support this restoration project. If you are watching on YouTube, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. Cleaning the engine. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. All right, here we go. Lots and lots of crap all over the place to smear off here. Come to the conclusion that this engine must have been bleeding oil all over the place for a long period of time, given the mess that's all over it. I mean, old engines back in the 50s and 60s, they were known for leaking bodily fluids out of them all over the damn place, but sometimes you run into one that's just seems to go a little bit above and beyond the call of duty for what they normally do. You can see that the engine at one time had been painted green, as were all of these engines from what I understand. Let's see here. There's a soft plug one. The whole purpose of the soft plugs, they call them freeze plugs too. The whole purpose of them is that if you have your vehicle sitting out in real cold weather, that the plug will bust, and instead of the block, if you've got water in it instead of good antifreeze, or poor antifreeze instead of good antifreeze. All right. Just a lot of scraping. Of course, this stuff is kind of damn near a gluey consistency, some of it, so almost like road tar, I guess. Now then, that's what I'll do here. This looks like this is mounted on, I don't know, maybe it's bolted on instead of sitting on studs. We're going to find out in just a second. This is the rear half of the generator mount, or rear generator mount, however you want to call it. Generator thingy goes on it. Let's get this damn mess out of here. All right. That looks like a 9/16. I think I have one of those over here. 9/16. Nope, not 9/16. About a half. Yep, it's a half. Break that one loose, come down underneath it here. Break that one loose. that out of there. Let's see now then, what do we got going on here? That right there this is the oil, I'm guessing it's the oil return line from the block down or from some damn place. Somehow oil gets up there and comes up back down over here. I guess the thing to do now is let's get this pipe out of the way. I've already loosened these up. This is a famous, or infamous, I should say, whichever way, banjo bolt. They call it a banjo bolt because this is a banjo pipe head. And what it has is a banjo bolt. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a hole in the middle of it, drilled up through the center. The whole idea being that oil can flow up through that and then down through the pipe. We'll set that over here for the time being because that's going to take some cleanup. Now then, what's the next thing we want to take off? Let's see, is that, no, that's 9/16. Let's try taking it off. This is the oil filter assembly. Nut down here. Yeah, let's take it apart. This is a real old school style oil filter. You have an outside shell. You have a bolt that runs all the way up through all of that, which means that when you start loosening it up, you get oil on your fingers. And then you have an internal felt filter, which is absolutely covered in shit. And that is your oil filter assembly. Now, supposedly they make replacements for this that you use modern canisters on these things, which I would strongly recommend going with, because those old felt pieces, those old felt filters are probably impossible to get your hands on. They do look a little bit like the ones that I remember seeing used in home oil heating systems. They would have a canister like this, but it actually screwed on to the assembly there, and then instead of having the bolt run up through underneath, because obviously the bolt running through up underneath of here is a great place to end up with leaks at some point in the process. All right, so we got most of that crud off my fingers, and now let's try doing a little bit of disassemble. Okay, get that out of there because that's going to be a long pain in the ass thing. There's that. Now let's get the other one loose at the same time. Get that wire back out of the way. All right. Shit, that's a pain in the ass doing it that way. Where's my speedy wrench? Had this damn thing for 50 years, and this is probably the second or third time I've ever used it. But when you need it, it's good to have. All right, let's put this down around here, like that. think I can take that all apart now. Yep, there's a god-awful mess there. I'm gonna try cleaning the thicker parts of crud off of this thing. Now we can get to the back side. Do it now mostly because I can. This stuff's all gonna have to soak in some form of degreaser, and I think it's got. Because diesel fuel is about $3 a gallon, 4, 5, even if it's $5 a gallon, it's still a hell of a lot cheaper than the commercial degreasers, which are basically just diesel fuel with a little bit of some other crud added to them. But they want $10, $15, $20 a gallon for. All right. I think that's got most of the oil dripping out of it. Looks like it to me. So now this piece can come up over here on the to be dealt with later rack. All right. That gets it clear down. Oh, we can take that bracket off now. Half-inch. Spin that out. Hell, that doesn't. It's not very hard to put. That's not very hard either. Those will both spin out easy. Like this. Do. That bolts out. And that bolts out. Tappy tap. And that falls off. Put the bolts together with the bracket. Scrape some shellac off those things first. Save money, they said. You build your own car, they said. It'll be fun. Yeah. That's a dirty, dirty job. Which I suppose is fun in a way. All right, that's got most of the crud off of it. There's that bolt. There's that bolt. Put these over here to be washed. Keep the bolts with the bolt holder thingies. And let's continue. I still need to somehow get that damn distributor off of there. I think I'm looking at that wrong. I think there's actually 2 bolts that hold that distributor on. I thought that it was sleeved down with something, but that's actually, the hell is that? It is held on with 2 bolts, but there's another piece in there. And then there's, oh shit, there's this piece up here. That nut there should be loose. Let's get that off of there. Which of course means that's going to be a pain in the ass now. How doesn't that want to come up? There's that and that. Shut. All right, put the washer back on. Put the nut back on. There, it's on close enough for now. All right. Clean some shit off back here off of this distributor. Mount plate. That side. That looks like 1/2 inch. There's my 1/2 inch winch. There it is. Nope, that's not 1/2 inch. Let's try 7/16. It seems extremely small for that, but could still be, I guess. Yep, that's 7/16. There's that. There's that. Now the difficult part is I can't get my fat fingers in there to twist that around and get that bolt out. Which means I gotta turn it out 1/2 turn at a time, which could take days. Oh, there I go. Still 1/2 turn, but at least it's 1/2 turn with fingers and not with a wrench, which means it's a little bit faster. Or not. See this, if I could just twist that around a little bit. No, that's not coming out of there. Let's get this one back up here off. That one's coming out good. Put my hand down in case I drop the damn thing. There's that bolt. Set that down right there until I get the other one out. That's turning fairly easy. It's really a shame that this thing was allowed to sit out for so long and half the damn stuff off of it. With no spark plugs in it. The distributor cap's missing. And if they had left the distributor cap on, there's a good possibility that the distributor would still be good. Or maybe not, I don't know. The odometer on it says it has 23,000 miles. The only problem is that that odometer is one of those ones that only has 6 digits, but quite frankly, I can't imagine somebody driving this thing 100,000 miles without it having fallen totally apart. There we go. There we go. And there is our... Okay, good, that's good. That's our distributor. Locked up tighter than a drum, as we would expect it to be. 2 distributor bolts. Go over here. Shit. And there went my whole theory of everything sitting on there. All right, let's, where the hell can I set stuff? Let's get a box. Get a box. All right. Distributor, 1 each. Distributor bolts, 2 each. Stuck in the distributor. Have to clean them and bag them. Generator mounting bolt. Generator mount and bolts. Rear mount. And there we have the oil filter and the pipe. I don't think I need the dipstick anymore for now. That has got to be the biggest damn cotter pin I've ever seen in my life. But that's what it is, and it's used as a dipstick. How about that? All right. That can come over here in the to be cleaned department. Now let us consider the next thing to tear into, which is going to be that. That. And I need a good 9/16 wrench to take out the starter bolts. Twist off with the fingers, which is a helpful bit. Always nice when you see oil dripping from a spot that you shouldn't have oil dripping from. Put the starter bolt there. Actually, Leave the nut off for the time being because those are going to get hooked right back up to the starter just as soon as I get it pulled off. Oh, that's loose. And of course, this goddamn thing is all right, let's hold the starter up and take the nut off. What a nasty looking piece of work that is. Oh, and it's frozen up solid too. Isn't that nice? Can't imagine why. I think if anybody could build a car decently, they'd be able to let the car sit out in the field for 50 plus years and not have everything freeze up on it. I mean, it's just absolutely disgusting the way they build cars back then. Starter, one each. So what's next? What's next? What's next? Well, let's see here. How the hell is that thing held down there? I guess the next thing to do is clean some shit off of here. I need a little short extension. Jab up in there. There we go. That right there is some damn bizarre grounding strap that goes from the bottom of the transmission to the body of the car. I have no idea why the hell anybody would do something like that, but that's what they did. The grounding strap and bolt. I kind of think that most people would just ground the damn motor. Well, let's see if there's any other secrets to getting this slave cylinder out for the clutch. Hey, how about that, folks? Isn't that a nice cylinder? Obviously, that's a piece of shit. Guess is that that's not even rebuildable, but you never know. Get as much of this shit off of there as I can before I put it over in the bucket or the pile of stuff to be cleaned. Yeah, aluminum cylinder. That looks like maybe a zinc piston. And my guess is that that is not going to come apart for shit. So that's another 50 or 75 bucks. By the time I'm through, this goddamn thing's gonna be damn near brand new. Be lucky if there's anything original in it. I'll keep the number plate though, by God. At least the number plate will be original. Oh, I don't think I'm going to bother taking that plate off. I don't know what that is, but it's staying on. I think I'm going to leave that on there. What to do with that engine? Ah, shit. Let's try half-inch socket, extension, and ratchet. Boom, put them together right. Boom, 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 boom. Oops, turn that the right way around. That's loose. How convenient. I don't even remember loosening those up. That's fairly loose. Now I'm pretty sure that this fuel pump is shot. Because that's just what you expect from an old fuel pump. Sounds like I got blue angels flying overhead. Maybe not. That might be just their support plane taking off, or the Admiral's flying, one of the two. All right. Set that down. Let's get a little something to do some tappy with here. All right. I think I got 2 washers on there. Yep, there's 1 washer. Knot, another knot. Slight bit of prying this. Oh, hell, there's 1 washer, there's another washer. Which reminds me, I think I got a washer buried down in all that schlock down there. All right. So much for that. What next? Let's undo the last 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. Two. 3. And this is going to be a pain in the ass because it's carrying all the weight. Or maybe not. Okay, so theoretically, we now have the motor and transmission separated, or disconnected but not separated. Ouch. That thing still hanging up at? Falling out. That makes me suspect that that plate is actually bolted to the engine also. Sure looks like it. All right. Means that's going to require a little bit of straightening when I get it out of there. Could have been worse. Let's see if we can get the damn thing separated. That's a start. I mean, that kind of gives me a little bit of hope. Might even make a person think that those were supposed to come apart. Take some of that side pressure off of that thing. Yep, that is bolted down or pinned down, one of the two, I don't know. Let's see here. What happens if I lift that? Try lifting the engine up just a little bit more. That's pushing back. So what I need to do somehow is get that to push forward. Hey, holy shit, we done it. How about that, folks? Looks to me like we got it loose. All right. So what I want to do is I want to lower just the engine itself down. That's loose right there. Because now, let's see if I can pull this pin. Slide that back. Right there. Now, Lift the engine back up, and it should shift the engine that way. Done. Engine and transmission are split. Okay, folks, that's it for this episode of BugeyeBob. I really appreciate you watching and hope that, like me, you've learned a few things in this episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video and share it with others. You can help support this project by becoming a member at patreon.com/BugeyeBob in the link below. Patreon paid members get early access to the videos, and in the future will enjoy question and answer sessions and live streams. As this channel grows, future Patreon member benefits will include bonus or extended episodes, member names and credits, and the ability to suggest topics for future videos. You can follow this BugeyeBob restoration on YouTube and Facebook at the links below. Once again, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and supporting this channel. And remember that sometimes the most important job you can do is a dirty, thankless job.